Ciao, I'm Federica Serra, your Italian teacher from speakinitalian.com. Chi cerca trova. Anno nuovo, vita nuova. Al cuor non si comanda. Let's talk about this. Have you ever heard Italian proverbs? Well, we use them continuously. What is a proverb anyway? A proverb is a short expression of popular wisdom. A proverb is a traditional piece of advice about how to live life or about how to face a particular situation in your life. Here in this video, you are going to learn the top 10 Italian proverbs, the one that you would surely hear if talked with an Italian person. Well, surprise your next Italian speaking partner with one of these. Sei pronto? Iniziamo! Numero 1. Chi va con lo zoppo impara a zoppicare. Chi va con lo zoppo impara a zoppicare. Imagine two guys, Marco and Luca. Marco smokes, Luca doesn't, but after they've been hanging out for like a couple of weeks or a month, Luca starts to smoke too. So what you can say, chi va con lo zoppo impara a zoppicare. Literally, those who go with the lame learn to limp. In our example, the lame is Marco, who has got the bad vice of the cigarette. And who learns to limp is Luca. The moral of this proverb is that hanging out with someone who has got bad habits can lead over time to act the same. Chi va con lo zoppo impara a zoppicare. Say it again. Chi va con lo zoppo impara a zoppicare. Numero 2. Chi la fa l'aspetti. Chi la fa l'aspetti. Imagine that you sneakily stole a juicy fruit from the tree of your neighbor's garden, and after a few days, from the kitchen window of your house, you see your neighbor stealing a juicy fruit from your tree. Well, now that I know the situation, and I know what you first did to your neighbor, I can say to you, chi la fa l'aspetti. Chi la fa l'aspetti. Literally, well, it is impossible to translate it literally, but anyway, in English it is, what goes around comes around. The moral of this proverb is that who harms others must expect reactions and responses of the same type. This is kind of like the boomerang effect. Do you know it? The boomerang is a wooden instrument that if it's thrown correctly, it can return back to the person who threw it. Well, chi la fa l'aspetti. Say it again. Chi la fa l'aspetti. Numero 3. Chi ha tempo non aspetti tempo. Chi ha tempo non aspetti tempo. Imagine that I have to do an essay for my school and now I have time to do it, but I just don't feel like and I want to procrastinate it and do it later. And you say to me, hey Federica, chi ha tempo non aspetti tempo. Chi ha tempo non aspetti tempo. Literally, those who have time do not wait for time. The moral of this proverb is an invitation to act immediately without hesitating. Postponing something that you can do now often makes the situation worse. You never know if later you will have free time to do that. So, if you have time now, just do it now. Don't wait. Chi ha tempo non aspetti tempo. Say it again. Chi ha tempo non aspetti tempo. Numero 4. Chi dorme non piglia pesci. Chi dorme non piglia pesci. Imagine that you have two friends, Anna and Luca. Luca needs a job and Anna needs a job too. But the difference between the two guys is that Anna is looking for the job. Anna is sending her CVs to different companies and in the end, she gets a job. Meanwhile, Luca is leading a lazy life, always on his sofa, just watching movies, going out with his friends and complaining that he needs a job and he hasn't got one. but he's doing nothing to get a job. He's just waiting for the right job to come to his house, knock on his door, and say, "Hi, Luca, I'm the right job for you." Well, because you know the situation, you can say to Luca, Luca, chi dorme non piglia pesci. Chi dorme non piglia pesci. Literally, those who sleep don't catch fish. The moral of this proverb is that who prefers laziness to work, well, has got very little chance of achieving something good in life. Chi dorme non piglia pesci. Say it again. Chi dorme non piglia pesci. Numero 5. Chi cerca trova. Chi cerca trova. Imagine that you don't find your car key, so you decide to take your bicycle. Tomorrow, you again don't find your car key, and you decide to take again your bicycle. And the day after tomorrow, same story. So you come to me complaining, like, Federica, non trovo le chiavi della mia macchina da 3 giorni. And I say to you, ma le hai cercate? And you say, sì, ho guardato in cucina, ho guardato sotto al divano. But it's not enough. So I say to you, chi cerca trova, chi cerca trova. So you go to your house and you look for your car key everywhere, all over the house, in every room. And after a while, you find your car key and you text me, Federica, ho finalmente trovato le chiavi della mia macchina. And I reply back, hai visto? Te l'avevo detto che chi cerca trova. The moral of this proverb is that only who looks for something very, very accurately can find what he's looking for. So we use the proverb all the time to encourage someone to do something, to encourage someone to look properly to what he's looking for. Chi cerca trova. Say it again. Chi cerca trova. Numero 6. Al cuor non si comanda. Al cuor non si comanda. Imagine that a noble prince falls in love with a poor girl of the village. Everyone expects the prince to marry a rich girl, but he wants to marry a girl with very poor origins because he loves her. He loves her for what she is. So, in this case, we can say to this prince, al cuor non si comanda. Al cuor non si comanda. Literally, you cannot control your heart. You cannot command your heart. The moral of this proverb is that feelings cannot be asked for anything. The heart always wins on the head. And that's because the rationality, which is your head, cannot prevent you from feeling certain sensations and certain emotions. So, al cuor non si comanda. Say it again. Al cuor non si comanda. Numero 7. Aiutati che Dio ti aiuta. Aiutati che Dio ti aiuta. Imagine that your friend Paolo has to set an exam by next week, and he hopes to pass this exam. He prays all day long to pass this exam, but he's not studying at all for passing it. Well, you can say to Paolo, Paolo, aiutati che Dio ti aiuta. Literally, help yourself and the Lord will help you in consequence. Meaning, if you study hard, you will pass the exam. But you cannot hope to pass this exam just by praying, Lord, to pass the exam. So, aiutati che Dio ti aiuta. But first you have to help yourself studying. The moral of this proverb is that the first to act to solve our problems is ourselves. We mustn't stand hoping that someone else will solve the problems for us. And we don't even have to wait hoping that our problems will be solved on their own. We must act first. We must move the first step towards solving our problems and not waiting for others to do this for us. So, aiutati che Dio ti aiuta. Aiutati che Dio ti aiuta. Numero 8. Anno nuovo, vita nuova. Anno nuovo, vita nuova. Imagine that your friend Anna hasn't had a nice year. For her, the 2018 has been a hard year, not happy at all. So, at the beginning of the 2019, you say to Anna, Hey Anna, anno nuovo, vita nuova. Literally, new year, new life. The moral of this proverb is that each new year brings with it hopes and expectations. When we say this proverb to someone, we are wishing someone that the new year just started will be better than the one just ended. Anno nuovo, vita nuova. Say it again. Anno nuovo, vita nuova. Numero 9. Chi fa da sé fa per tre. Chi fa da sé fa per tre. Imagine that your wife wants to clean the whole house and she asks you for some help. She just asked you to clean the bathroom. Well, after she finishes to clean the whole house, she's very tired and she wants to relax, taking a nice shower. As she gets inside the bathroom, she sees stains and spots all over the mirror, all over the sink, hair in the floor, and she says to you, "Ma non ti avevo chiesto di pulire il bagno?" And you go, "Sì, l'ho fatto, l'ho pulito." And she says, "Ma sei sporco! Lo sapevo, chi fa da sé fa per tre, adesso lo pulisco io." Well, chi fa da sé fa per tre. Literally, who does it by itself makes for three. The moral of this proverb is that when a person undertakes an activity on his own, he may be able to do it better than if he asked for help to someone else. So remember, next time you ask for help to someone and in the end you find yourself doing that job on your own, you can say, chi fa da sé fa per tre. Say it again, chi fa da sé fa per tre. Numero 10. A mali estremi, estremi rimedi. A mali estremi, estremi rimedi. Well, imagine that you come to Italy to visit Rome. It's noon. It's a very hot day in the middle of July. At this point, you're about to feel bad because of the extreme hot weather. And so you decide to take your rucksack off from your shoulders and completely immerse your head inside the Trevi fountain. At this point, you can say, a mali estremi, estremi rimedi. There's not a literal translation for this Italian proverb, but in English it is, desperate times call for drastic measures. Well guys, I recommend you not to do this in the Trevi fountain if you don't want to get fined by a policeman. This Italian proverb should be used when you find yourself in a difficult situation and the only solution at this difficult situation is an extreme solution, which can be very dangerous or unusual or very embarrassing. By using this proverb, we justify in a kind of way our extreme action as necessary to solve the problem. So remember, a mali estremi, estremi rimedi. Say it again. A mali estremi, estremi rimedi. Bene, ce l'abbiamo fatta! The top 10 Italian proverbs, the most used ones, the most common ones, the ones that you would surely hear if talked with an Italian mother tongue. I'm more than sure. Well, now it's time to say goodbye. But before saying goodbye, I want you to answer to this Italian question. Quale di questi 10 proverbi esiste anche nella tua lingua? I can't wait to read your comments. If you liked my video, give me a thumb up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And click the bell up here to get a notification every time I put online a new video. And don't forget to share this with your friends. Grazie per essere stato con me. Ci vediamo nel prossimo video. Ti auguro buona giornata. Ciao! If you want to practice your Italian with me, feel free to contact me to my email that you find in the description below. I'll answer you as soon as possible to decide together what time is the most suitable for you to have the private individual lesson. Thank you so much! The next step is to download my free ebook, Guide to the Typical Situations, which helps you master your Italian in those typical situations you will surely find yourself once in your life. Remember to subscribe to my channel for more free lessons. Thanks so much for learning with me. Ciao!